Tennessee's hemp industry is about to change yet again, big time. On January 1st, 2026, new rules take effect that will reshape how hemp products are made, sold, and distributed across the state. And right now, businesses are waiting to figure out what comes next. 2 lawsuits have been filed, one from a Kentucky hemp company that says Tennessee's new system is unconstitutional, another from Tennessee businesses arguing they should get more time before the new rules kick in. The Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission will hold a hearing on October 23rd, 2025 to discuss both the new regulations and the lawsuit. So what's actually happening? And what does it mean for Tennessee's hemp businesses and consumers? Let's break it down. House Bill 1376, passed earlier this year, creates a 3-tier system for hemp products, the same kind of system used for alcohol. Here's how it works. Tier 1, manufacturers make the products. Tier 2, wholesalers distribute them, and these wholesalers must be located in Tennessee. And Tier 3, retailers that sell them, also in Tennessee, in person, and no online sales to consumers. This means if you're an out-of-state company like Cornbread Hemp, the Kentucky business that filed the first lawsuit, you can't ship directly to Tennessee retailers anymore. You have to go through Tennessee wholesalers. The law also bans certain products. Anything with more than 0.3% total THC is out. That includes most THCa products, which were legal since 2018. Serving sizes dropped too. The old limit was 25 milligrams per serving. The new limit is 15 milligrams per serving. And there's a change to the tax. Wholesalers will pay 2 cents per milligram of hemp-derived cannabinoids. Republican lawmakers who pass these changes, they say it's about public safety. But critics, they say it's really about controlling the market. 2 lawsuits are challenging these changes. The first comes from Cornbread Hemp, a Kentucky hemp company that's been shipping products directly to Tennessee retailers and customers since 2019. They argued that the 3-tier system violates the Commerce Clause of the U.S. Constitution because it discriminates against out-of-state businesses. They also say the law violates the First Amendment by banning all health-related claims about hemp products, even accurate ones, backed by science. Cornbread Hemp made almost $1 million in Tennessee last year. Now, they'll either have to work with in-state middlemen, open facilities in Tennessee, or stop selling here entirely. The second lawsuit was filed by a Tennessee trade association. They're not challenging the law itself, they're arguing about timing. Here's the issue. The new law says existing license holders can keep operating until their licenses expire. All of those licenses don't expire until June 30th, 2026. But these licenses are regulated under TDA rules, not the new law or the new ABC rules. But state agencies haven't confirmed that, and the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission has said some products currently found in the market will be prohibited starting January 1st, 6 months before those licenses are actually set to expire. So businesses don't know which rules apply to them, the old ones, the new ones, and that's what the lawsuit is trying to clarify. So on October 23rd, the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission will hold a hearing. They'll discuss the new regulations, and they'll address the lawsuit about the transition period for existing license holders. Now, this hearing matters because it's the first time the commission will publicly respond to these legal challenges. Will they clarify the timeline for existing businesses? Will they defend the 3-tier system? Will they explain how they plan to enforce the new rules with old licenses? We don't know yet. But here's what we do know. The Tennessee's hemp industry is worth over $1.8 billion. It employs 14,000 people. It generates more than $220 million in tax revenue every year. And right now, that industry is in limbo. Businesses don't know if they can keep selling their current products. They don't know if they need to find new distributors. They don't know if they'll be able to compete with in-state companies. And the worst part is, consumers don't know if their favorite products will still be available come January 1st. And everyone's waiting to see what happens on October 23rd at ABC. Let's be clear about what's at stake. If the 3-tier system stands, out-of-state companies will face higher costs and more barriers to entry. And some, they'll leave the Tennessee market entirely. In-state businesses will have an advantage, but they'll also face new restrictions, like the ban on direct-to-consumer shipping, THCa flower possibly becoming illegal to sell, and the lower serving limits. Some products that are legal today could become illegal on January 1st. That includes most THCa products and anything over the new serving size limits. And if the courts side with Cornbread Hemp, the entire three-tier system could be struck down as unconstitutional. That would be a huge win for interstate commerce, but it would also mean Tennessee would need to go back to the drawing board on hemp regulations. Here's the reality. If you're in Tennessee's hemp industry right now, you need legal guidance, not just to understand these changes, but to protect your business. Here at Hemp Law Group, we help businesses in Tennessee and across the country navigate these exact kinds of situations. We handle licensing under the new system, figuring out which licenses you need and defending you if the state tries to deny them. We also provide regulatory advice so you know which rules apply to your business and when. We also offer confidential product testing through our attorneys protected by attorney-client privilege so you can make sure your products comply without creating a paper trail. And we regularly defend businesses against regulatory actions and civil asset forfeiture, which means if the state comes after your products or your business, we're there from day one. We also keep clients updated in real time about enforcement activity and regulatory changes because in an environment like this industry, knowing what's happening before it hits you is everything. So Tennessee's hemp industry is at a crossroads yet again. The October 23rd hearing is just the beginning, but it's an important step in figuring out what comes next. If you're in the hemp industry or if you just care about how Tennessee regulates these products, this is the moment to pay attention. And if you're a business owner trying to figure out how to survive these changes, you don't have to do it alone. We'll be watching and we'll keep you updated as this story develops. You up